Welcome back to another vlog. It has been a minute since I made one because a lot of things have been going on in my life right now. So, as you may know, I've been playing for this team called Sisu in Denmark. But I decided it's time to move on to better things. Okay, so now I'm playing for this team called Viloa Basketball. And essentially, they are the top team in the first division right now. And they have a bunch of guys who used to play in the professional league in Denmark, the Basket League, which is my goal right now. So, very good experience, very good competition. Every single day I'm playing with them, and it's really good to, develop my game because I think with my other team I wasn't getting the reps I needed, and I wasn't in the environment I needed to thrive and to allow me to get to where I want to be. So I decided it was time for a change. But because of that, I wasn't allowed to play games for 21 days because you're in quarantine when you change teams for 21 days. So that was annoying, and we just won the Pokal. It's like a conference championship, kind of like the NBA Cup, you could say. So we just won that. You can see some videos here, and also on my Instagram and YouTube I posted about it. But that was really dope. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play, but I was practicing with the team for a while, and I think I really meshed well, and I've been playing really good with them. So it feels good to be a champion. I haven't won championship in like 2 or 3 years when I was in my first year in America. So that feels really good. But now I'm gonna play against Bakken Bears, which is the best team in Denmark, right? That is going to be in 2 weeks, the 23rd of November, in our home court. So that's it's gonna be a movie. So I'm definitely gonna record that and vlog that for y'all. But for now, it is a Thursday. I have an off day today because I got 2 games on the weekend. So I'm going to be playing for the first division team and the under 23 team just to get some extra reps, because if theoretically I don't play in this first division game, which I probably will because most of our games are blowouts, then I'll play a lot more in under 23, or just extra games. It can't hurt, unless they're very close together. Then I probably might. I prioritize first division because that's the better league. But under 23, if it's a good scheduled game, I will definitely try to play this. So it's Thursday. There's an under 23 game on Friday at home, and then we have a first division game against Valus, which is the team we played in the Final Four in the first round, and then we play them on Sunday. So I'm going to take you guys through my routine that I'm going to be doing to prepare for these games, and this will be my first games with my new club, right, with the under 23 and first division, so it's going to be fun. And yeah, I'm very excited to be with my new squad and see how I can mesh well with them in games. So let's get it. Finally blessed with some fucking good weather. Let's go. There's been no sunshine the last like 5 days. It's been cloudy and rainy, so gotta take advantage and try to get as much sunlight as I can. Just finished up work, so I'm actually coaching 2 different teams. I'm coaching a Falcon team and then a B3B under 11 team, so it's just fun. to get some extra cash. So just finish that up. It's quite late. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of food and then get ready for the game tomorrow on the 23, and we're gonna see how it goes. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Here it sits, the open man is Strazel in the corner. He buries the three ball.
Pre-game meal, good eats. All right, so let me give you some more context about this game. So this is the under 23 game, and I actually haven't practiced with these guys at all, maybe one time, but I'm mainly practicing with the first division team. So I'm not really familiar with, their tendencies and everything, so it's going to be kind of hard to mesh. I'm just going to try to go in and play my game. And our coach for the first division team is not coaching this team. It's actually one of the players, kind of. So it's going to be very confusing and a new situation for me, but I'm just going to go out there and try to just play as hard as I can, just have fun out there, control what I can control. So that's really what I'm focusing on my journal, my pregame journaling for this game, just having fun and not letting, if things go wrong, let it affect me. Just keep playing. So yeah, that's a little bit context before the game, just so you guys understand what is really going on with this game. Yeah, so it's my first game, my new team, but it's not my team. It's like the other team I get to play for just for extra reps. My first game with my actual team is going to be on Sunday, which y'all will see later. But yeah, let's get straight into the game right now because I know y'all want to see it. Hopefully it goes good. All right, so this is a very unfortunate game in which a lot of shots were missed. Here I do a really good job of attacking the basket, kicking it out to a shooter for getting into a wide open shot. That's very good, but unfortunately it didn't work the whole game. Today was just a lot of missed shots from me. Here I did a really good job of switching. We really were trying to be aggressive on the switch. I probably could have got the steal there. I should have been looking, but then I get a good stop, bumping the defender, making sure he doesn't get an open shot. But yeah, overall, the story of this game was just missing shots. If we made more shots, especially me, I was missing a lot, we would have had a chance of winning the game. But, sometimes shots just aren't going to fall here. Really forced pass, trying to get it to me, but it just doesn't work out sometimes. Here, I just thought I put it in because it's funny. Like, come on, we're just gonna ignore that, right? That never happened. Here, like that jab 3 is like one of my favorite shots that I love and practice all the time. So that's like really uncharacteristic of me missing that. Here he presses up on me a little bit, can't handle the pressure, but yes I can. Get to the basket. The problem is I keep kicking it out to non-shooters. I should probably finish at the basket. I can finish over that defender. Here miscommunication, we had to switch everything, so that was really unfortunate. But then I get up to the court, and today was just not my night in terms of scoring. So I get into that's like a shot that I make 9 times out of 10. I practice every time, just missing it. Here, aggressive switch, forced the drive into help, which was really good. I was angling his drive so he could go towards the help and not just run in transition and get a basket. So that was very well executed on my end. Here I drive to the basket, try to get something going. A step back 3 is not an optimal shot that I want, especially when I'm out of rhythm. Here, like, that's a pass I always make. Just was off because I was thinking because it was a travel before. I carried it, so I was second guessing the pass. Here the big is trying to post up on the mismatch, but he's not into space, and that's just like that sums up pretty much my whole night. That shot that I make all the time. Here I pass it to the wing. He needs to pass it to the big right away because it was wide open. But instead he drives. Here I make a good pass to the pick and roll. Instead of finishing strong, he just decides to kick it out, and we get a really bad look. But yeah, here I come off an Iverson cut. Really good pass to the roller, but he just, he's not a big, so he's not gonna finish that. That was just a short game. We were getting good looks, and I was creating shots for my teammates. They just weren't making it, and I wasn't making shots either. Here I get a good defensive stop. Finally get something in transition, a little athletic lay, something I like to work on a lot. But yeah, that was very few. Here that he should have hit me right away instead of we get a weak drive from the corner. Here I do a good job of walling up on the defense, making sure I keep my hands up and contesting the shot. We just don't box out, and we force a tough shot. Here I get a really good pass to to the big for N1 layup. That was another good moment. And then here I just drive, but I need to not kick this out to a non-shooter. I need to finish strong off 2 feet. Right, and I'm pretty sure I do the same thing here again. I'm looking for the big no. I drive left. I get past my defender easy, but I just kick it out instead of finishing. That was like a real problem because they were forcing me. They were collapsing the paint on me. And here I just missed another 3. They were collapsing the paint on me and forcing me to kick it out instead of finishing strong like I'm really good at. Once again, I do it. I just need to play off 2 feet, bump my defender, and try to finish because shots were not falling today. Here I finally get a 3 near the end of the game. Post game eats. Good eats. Okay, you guys. So this is post game. So yeah, the game was very interesting for my debut with the under 23. It didn't go as I expected. I was just missing pretty much a lot of my shots. That was kind of the story of the game. But I was getting the shots I wanted. They just weren't falling. I really couldn't shoot today, but it was fun. I got a lot of good reps up that I think allowed me to develop and grow my game. So I just gotta try not to look at it in a way of like how you play, but more like, okay, how did I learn and get better? I think I definitely got better today. I got some good live reps, with defense. So if I take that mindset of like, doesn't matter how I played, right? For these kind of games, it doesn't really matter. It's more about getting better and getting the good reps, and I did get a lot of good reps up. So I think with that mindset for these kind of games, I think that's like what I need to take away, and just making sure that, I don't get too caught up in my thoughts. I could have easily at 30, easily. If I made my shot, I just missed. But that's going to happen sometimes, you have to control the controllables, understand that basketball is a make or miss game, and the team that makes more shots is going to win. And sometimes you just don't make shots. We could have easily won. We only lost by like 10. The other team wasn't that good, to be honest. They were making shots every now and then, but our defense was just terrible. We gave up too many shots. We weren't boxing out. So yeah, it's very frustrating, playing with this team that I'm not really familiar with because I don't practice with them. And yeah, there was one guy who was on my team in the first division who played with us, and we just kind of had to isolate pretty much the whole game, and it was hard because we were driving to the basket, and then we had to kick it out because the defense was helping on us so much because we were the 2 main guys, and then it was hard to get open shots for us. So then we had to kick it out, and then it wasn't open, or it was open. They got open shots, they just weren't making them. So it's like, it's very hard. It's very challenging mentally, but yeah, just gotta take it. It was good reps, and then yeah, so I'm gonna process the film a little bit, see, watch what I could have done better. And then yeah, I'm gonna take tomorrow off because my body really needs it. My knee was hurting a little bit before the game, but then it felt better during the game, and I played a lot today, so I need to rest up for sure, and then get ready for Sunday's game, the important one with the first division team. That's with my main team, the one I practice with, and that's gonna be a lot. I think I'm gonna play a lot better because I feel like I mesh better with them. We run really good plays, and I have good chemistry with them because I train with them all the time. So I think that game's going to go a lot better. Get my misses out the way. Even last year, my first year in Putnam Science Academy, I think I missed my first 7 threes of the season. And then I managed to shoot like 50% the rest of the year. So the law of averages, right? You're a 40% shooter. You're going to shoot 40%. So I missed like, 10 threes or something. So I'm going to make my next 4 or 5 in a row. That's just the mindset you got to have. Understand that things don't always go your way, but if you can understand the next level, then that's perfect. So I'm going to rest up, watch some EuroLeague. Olympiacos is playing right now. Let's go Olympiacos. And then rest up, get ready for Sunday's game, and hopefully that goes better. Let's go.
Both teams have 4 fouls. Dorsey.
Look at this masterpiece breakfast. I'm really like that as a chef. Tell me what y'all think. A little egg, avocado, ham, cheese sandwich with some focaccia bread and a yogurt bowl. Yeah, nah, this looks OD. All right, y'all, it's about that time for game day. So a little update. Our coach is actually not going to be able to coach us today because he had something with family. So it's going to be interesting for my debut, but instead we're going to have our sports chef, like the headmaster of the club, and he actually used to be my first coach when I was young. So I've known him for like pretty much my whole life since I was 6. So that's going to be really cool for him to coach us. And yeah, I'm very excited for today. So let's just go out there and have fun. So I'll see y'all at the film. Peace. Alright, y'all, so being my debut with this team, I didn't play a lot. I think I got in for around 5 minutes, but I was completely okay with it. Considering it's my first game with this really high-level team, so I was just excited to get in. Here I'm starting to pick up, press the ball. I probably could have stayed up a little higher, but here I did a really good job of fighting over the screen, playing in the hard hedge, making sure I stay in front of my man. And our defense does a really good job. There, my big Leo is fronting in the post, doing a good job preventing the entry pass. And then, yeah, he just makes a tough shot, but he misses. I need to get the rebound. I was in bad positioning, and unluckily we give up an open shot. That was a little poor hustle, but here I get my first look, and they go under on the screen. They forget to switch. I get a wide open 3. I'm very happy I shot that. I was being aggressive, but you know, sometimes you just miss shots. But it was really fun here. Good job of switching into help. Now I'm into help right now. We forced a tough shot. I'm under the basket, get a rebound. I like that I pushed, but I definitely could have done a euro to the right. He was forcing me to the left. I normally make these hook shots, but I definitely could have gone fake left, euro to the right, and I would have been more open because he was angling me more towards the left side. But that's all good. We're going to learn from it. And here, trying to be in the gaps. Stunt and recover, forcing the pickup. Really good defense on my end, and then unfortunately, we get a miss, but it probably should have been called for a foul. But it's all good. We keep playing. And then we run our motion offense. Pretty much I cut on the wing, and then he gets into a handoff. He gets into a really good shot. That's like a shot he'll make most of the time. But then he's just there in good positioning. Hey, that's a tough little spin shot. I like that. So here, again, I switch high, and then I do a good job of bumping the cutter and making sure that I open. I should have got that steal, but it's fine because I stay in front of my man there. And then once again, I stunt at the ball and force him to pick the ball up. And then we get the rebound, but unfortunately, we turn it over. And yeah, we foul, but fun game. Finish up the game. We won by a good amount. And now I have to help coach the under-19 team from us, just to help them coach. And then we're going to go out to eat. So I'll see y'all then. Crazy food. Delicious food. Amazing day. Full of victory and greatness and growth. It's a fun game. Walking home, about to go chill. And then we back at it next week with the work. So yeah, that was 2 games. My first games with my new team, and it was fun. So I'll see y'all in the next vlog. Peace.